Good morning, everyone. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond. I am just waiting for them to get finished warming up. I'm not exactly sure what the timing is for the matches. I've left the background noise on. That way you guys can hear what's going on in the room. Um, this is going to be a good match. Of course, it's SVB. How is it not a good match? But thank you for tuning in today. Made some small changes to the graphic work over the morning, and I am just waiting to get started. I want to drink my coffee, and I don't want to be live on the microphone while that happens. So it's looking like these guys are getting ready to lag. All right, folks, this is Banks' third round division at Derby City Classic. They're going to lag for the first break. Shane's like, yeah, I win. All right, and here we go, folks. This is a race to three. First one to bank 5 balls wins the rack. If the guys are scoring properly on their digital pool tablets, we'll be able to see the ball count. But if not, I'll try to do my best to keep track myself per game ball count wise. A lot of times they only mark their games. How's he supposed to bank them in if he makes them all on the break? So there's a rule for you. After Shane is done with his inning here at the table, he will go ahead and spot up the balls that he made on the break. So he made 2 balls. So once he gets done shooting this particular inning, he'll go ahead and spot those 2 balls. Looks like he's going to start with the 9. Straight back to your lower left-hand corner pocket. Or not. All right, so they're going to spot up the balls he broke. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thank you, thank you. Just so you guys know, you need to behave. My girl Angela Janik is in the chat, and she is a moderator, and she's not afraid to use the necessary buttons, folks, so keep it clean. I'm kidding, by the way. Like, I know everybody's real good in the chat room. If you have a chance to, you're also welcome to share. We're not opposed to that. You're watching LFR live on YouTube. This is tough. I don't know if he can get that ball past this string of balls there on the spot. Oh, he can. This hand camera angle's a little miscrewed, isn't it? All right, no worries. Shane Van Boening back at it. I also pinned the link to the bracket, which is not really bracket. They call it a viewer. And I pinned it in the chat, so if anybody wants to check out the brackets, they can go to digitalpool.com. It's under tournaments. It's going to be probably the first tournament you see under that tab. There's also a link inside there that allows you to watch the live scores throughout the room. I've got a local Michigan guy playing as well at this time, so I may pop over in between racks to kind of just check on him and see how he's doing. That's Mark Osman from the Grand Rapids area. Well, that's a nice safety. Nice touch there. Knocked him right up on that ball. All right, so Shane just kind of said, yeah, whatever, I'm going to make a hit, and let's see if you can get something rolling, Rick Jones. I'm not familiar with Rick, so if anybody does know him or is friends with him, you're more than welcome to share the stream to his social media accounts if he has them. I'm assuming he does. All right, nice attempt. Looks as though he maybe didn't cut the ball enough. Good morning, Politico. Hope you're enjoying your coffee. It's freezing cold here in Michigan, but it's raining, so it's super weird. But this is a great place to be right now is watching pool. All right, good pace. Great shot by SBB. All right, please go whatever you need, bud. You want some water? Drink the water. It's good for you. I'll be drinking water here shortly after I get through this pot of coffee. And yes, I said pot. This pot of coffee. All right, so Shane needs 5 balls to win the rack. He's currently on 3. This may be a very, very quick match. Straight into the side pocket, like it had eyes. And this one to win the rack. Take the lead 1-0 in this race to 3 at the Derby City Classic. He's got to make some decisions here. Is he going to shoot the 5? Or is he going to bank the 2 straight back at him? We'll see what he chooses. He's going for the 5. Oh, all right, Rick Jones. This is your chance, buddy. Better get to it. All those balls are wide open. All right, so Shane's sitting on 4. This guy needs all 5 balls. Third round here at the Derby City Classic Banks Division. They do play a 9-ball, so it's called short rack banks. I can only imagine. I think some people, I mean, Derby, that's the best thing about Derby, right? It's an open event. So it's amazing that you can go in and play someone like Shane Van Boening for really what's, I mean, in my opinion, a very small fee to potentially draw a world champion. Yeah, I think that he maybe just a tad confident, right? I feel like he, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but he knows that he's the better player here. He knows that he's the world champion and, the elephant in the room per se. And a little bit of confidence, right? He's just probably just freewheeling a little bit, works in his favor. He's likely to make most banks that he decides to shoot at. All right, so this is interesting. He's going to bank the 8 straight back. He sure is. He's got to hit it straight into the rail and let it turn over. See, he jams it. Nice shot. You don't usually see Shane do that, I will say. You're right about that. He's usually more of a finesse banker, but that could also be when he's playing 9-ball rotation, right? It's the whole game is a little bit more finesse based. With bank pool, you can really get loose and fire the shots in. So we'll see what Shane, how quickly Shane gets into action on this. He made 2 balls on the break the last time. They are hand racking. It's not template rack. Made 1 on the break. So that ball will spot up after his inning at the table. Here, let me get rid of my camera so that we can see. There we go. I'll pop back in a little bit later and stalk you guys soon enough. No worries. All right, so he's got a few options, but I think the three ball kind of put him in a bit of a spot. It took away some of the available bank options. Side pocket. Eh, he's kind of like, all right, go ahead, bud. Everything's open. Nothing's really tied up. The eight's a little bit tricky just simply because it's in front of a pocket. Obviously, the four is now no bueno. All right, so that ball's going to spot up. Smart move. Doubled up on the balls there at the spot. Um, the only unfortunate thing is I think that Shane can bank the 8 back to the top right corner pocket. That should get him rolling. It'll leak his cue ball down table, so he'll be in a better window for those balls down there. It's kind of a natural path. Oh boy. I don't think he got down far enough to get under that 1 to shoot the 3. Yeah, he knows it. The nature of the beast. Sorry, I know you guys can probably hear my dog. She's running around chasing toys. She's something else. Okay, so that's 2. Yeah, see, so I know you can tell that the digital pool app can score by ball count, not just games, but nobody uses it. And obviously it's there because they've given them a button to push on their tablet. I'm not making her bark, Politico. She is so loud when she barks. No way. Oh no. A negatory. Rick Jones is in the negatives, folks. It's tough enough to make 5, let alone 6 against SVB. At some point, I'll get her. She jumps on the back of my chair. We'll see if I can get her up here to say hi to you guys. All right, what's Shane doing over here? Is he just going to try to move these balls around? Oh, he's trying to keep him under it. Interesting. This is tough action. I don't know. Just because the 8 ball's right there, I don't know if he's got a good enough angle that he can kind of suck the cue ball up to those balls and shoot the 2 down table. You know what I'm talking about? Like the stop freeze shot. I don't know if he can do it. A little too much angle, probably. Looks like he's trying to bank the 1. All right, so fortunately for Rick, he tied up those 2 balls. So they made that more difficult. Looks like Shane's going to go ahead and try to shoot this 7. And what happens here is he's going to shoot it to that short rail and let the English take over as he crosses over the ball. That's a beautiful shot. All right, Shane's shooting for 2. And unfortunately, Rick is sitting at -1. So it looks to me as though That's tough action. He's got to make 6 balls to Shane's 2. All right, he overcut that. He got fortune, didn't scratch. Rick really doesn't have a lot. He doesn't have a lot of options. I don't know if he can cross the 6. The 3's really, I don't think, any good. I mean, for Rick's sake, I want him to get on the board, right? Oh boy. That 3's going to come back and hit his cue ball. I can feel it. Is he going to make it? Yeah, baby. Good shot, Rick Jones. All right, back to even. Rick Jones sitting on 0s. Oh, a little too much pace there. He didn't allow the ball enough time to turn over. All right, so he's spotting that ball that he owed up after his inning. Shane probably reminded him. No, he did hit that cross a bit better than he did the ball before. The last time he shot it with a little bit better pace, but still, I'm sure he'll make the necessary adjustments. No questions. No question asked. I mean, that's not a bad deal. I like that he pocketed that ball. So when you intentionally pocket a ball without banking it in, you go ahead and take that ball back out and spot it. And you can see that there's already a ball on the spot. So you just line one up directly behind it. In the same line. I seen in the chat, someone asked Angela if she was from Michigan. Oh. I know she loved that. Darn Buckeyes. Good morning, Jude. Thank you for tuning in. You're watching Rick Jones versus Shane Van Boening. This is my first match for the day. I'm going to try to keep track of the brackets, and you guys can also keep track of the brackets by going to the link that I posted, pinned at the top of our chat. I'll ship you along. Also in my video description for this particular live, there is a link if anyone's interested in purchasing the feature live stream, the feature table live stream. You can use that link and you should get $10 off. And it also helps go towards my expenses that I have to pay to be a syndicate for this event. So any help's appreciated. Use code LFR if you go to purchase the feature matchup, the feature live stream. Oh, you overspun that a bit. That's going to work out. That A ball is going to come up, or any ball is going to come up and spot right behind those other 2. So he's building a little wall of balls there. Shane is on 4. Oh, no. No, he's not. He's on 3. Somewhere I missed one. But Rick is on 0. So he needs to get something rolling. He did get out of the negatives. That's that's a bonus. Excuse me. Yeah, what's up, Dave Kruger? Go Lions. 8 o'clock tonight, bud. I told everybody in the stream last night, not sure, but there is a super chance that I will not be available at 8 o'clock. I'll be watching the Lions. I think nobody from Derby's going to have any valuable streaming going on to watch on the side action tables with commentary because we're all going to be watching football. All right, so Shane is officially on 4. I do believe. How cool is it for Rick Jones, though, getting to play SVB? It's a blessing and a curse all in one, right? Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please take just a second to hit the subscribe button. We just got this channel built, so we definitely could use the support. All you have to do is pull out and make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you always want to get notified whenever we go live, you got to hit that little bell icon right next to it. And you can hit the thumbs up too if you want for the video. We're okay with that. Hi, Mike. So basically why they check the ball return is one, after they shoot, there's a rack that hangs below where the balls return at. And they can drop it to their side. So one player's probably one side of the rack and the other player's the other side. And it's how they keep ball count. So they pull their balls out of the return and put it in their side of the rack in order to keep track. Oh, wow. How did he hit that? Oh, my goodness. He's sick. All right. 2-0 in favor of SBB. I'm going to check in on my other table, guys. All right, so we got Michael Dunn and Mark Osmond from Michigan. Michael is from Ohio. Is this not what's going on the table? Who are these people? These are not my people. I wonder where they're at. All right, well, we're going to have to figure that out. I was looking. I thought I had them set up to go. I'm still looking. Not sure where they're... Maybe their table got moved and I didn't know it. Well, Oz is up 2-0 in the set, but that doesn't look like Michael. Or Oz, to be honest. All right, SVB breaks the balls. He makes one. Should be able to cross over the 8. If not, he can bank the 7. Should be able to just bank it straight back into the side pocket and get himself started. Oh, we got some hopping. Sorry, folks. That's not a me thing. All right, so we're sitting on 2. I missed that one. He's going to spot up what he's broke. I made 1 on the break. So 2 in. Rick Jones comes to the table. Sorry, had to answer some messages. Got some messages from my peeps. right, guys, I lost track of ball count answering some people. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks as though it is the same ball count. Oh no, does Shane have one? Oh, look at that. Rick Jones got one. I'm missing one ball in my count. Nice. Five, 6, 7, 8. I'm missing one ball. I think Shane's got it, but maybe Rick does. Right now, I have 2-2 wrote in the score count, but it should be 3-2 someone. All right, well, for sure Shane has 3. He might be shooting to win here. He might be shooting for 2. And this is going to be match 1. Oh, nice try. All right. Shane's going to bank this ball in the side pocket. Oh, beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Match, set, Yahtzee. Shane Van Boening, congratulations. Great shooting. I think it took approximately like 30 minutes, if that. I'm going to try to check out what's going on this other table. Not sure. Those people are not my people. That's not Mark. I'm missing something. That is awesome. I'm trying to locate my info. So congratulations to Shane Van Boening. I don't know if Rick has any rebuys, but I feel like my table numbers are wrong. Like somehow they've got them listed on table 25, but when I pull out table 25 on my stream, it's not the same.
Sometimes it'll take 2 hours. Run into it.
Everybody knows. Where is Oz? There he is. Sorry about this, but for some reason, and this always happens to me, one table will be wrong. I can see Mark's score line. It's 2-0. I don't know what table Mark is, though. Trying to locate him. It says that he'll be on table 25, but at the moment he is not. Sorry about that, folks. I didn't realize the room noise had gotten so loud. Thanks for Angela checking that out. I went ahead and just muted it because at this point, if they start playing music and all that, we're not going to do that. So I'm currently looking for my buddy Mark Osman. It says he's on table 25. Obviously, he's not because I was just on 25. So if anybody has any connections to Mark there in Derby and has any idea of where he really is, I'd really appreciate that. I have no idea where he is. But he's not on the table that it says he's on, even though it is scoring to his table. But when I go to my link to catch his table, I am not catching it. Let's talk about what's going on in the room, though, huh? Let's see. Mickey Krause and Brian Soderlund are playing on table 26. Brian's up 1-0 over Mickey Krause. Travis Babs is up 2-0 over Chad Kohler. Jeff Beckley is up 2-0 over Alex Hepp. Ryan Hollingsworth and Cliff Joyner are sitting at ones. Brandon Schuff and Chester Horn are at ones. Nicholas Deleon and Louis Demarco are sitting at ones. Let's go check that match out. Let's go to table 10. I'm trying to find you, Oz. I don't know where you are. I'm sorry, but it says table 25, but that's not the camera view that I have. So we're going to try to go to Louis and Nick's matchup. You guys can hear my dog. She's playing with her toy. All right, here we go. Louis Demarco and Nick Deleon. Score is 1-1. Obviously, we're coming in on the third game. I have no idea what the actual ball count is in this particular rack. So we're gonna have to just play it by ear for a minute. Shane's match just went so fast. All right, folks, for anybody who's new to the channel, thank you for tuning in. If you could take just a minute, I would totally appreciate it. If you guys could hit the subscribe button. We are trying to grow the channel. It's a really, really new channel. I also appreciate any likes or shares, but mostly the subscribing. I could really use that right now. Obviously, it's brand new, so this is, it's difficult to get started, and we're not monetized. So I'm currently doing this. My husband and I are doing this basically out of pocket. So if you guys think that you could donate, I would be okay with that too. It would totally help me out. Sorry about this. I got some stuff moving. So if by some chance you guys think that you could help me out, I would not be opposed. You can donate to my PayPal, which is up there in the top right corner of your screen. It's at LonnieFoxy@yahoo.com. If you do, I'll give you a shout out on the stream. Totally appreciate that too. But like I said, we're trying to build the channel. So at the moment, I have not making a single profit. My husband and I are just basically paying for the syndicate stream access, like the fee. You can also help out by purchasing the feature live stream and using code LFR. And that'll get you a $10 discount as well on the week. So if you're interested in that and you want to watch the feature matchups, which right now the feature table is all the 10-foot Bigfoot challenges. So you're not going to see that on any of these side action streams, or we don't have access to those. But if you purchase it, you can get $10 off using my code, and you're going to have to copy and paste the link in the video description. I know Louis Demarco, his significant other, Michelle, has recently just became a board member for the WPBA, so shout out to Michelle. We're excited to work alongside her and see where we can take the tour in the next couple of years. But Louis also has a pro shop, and I think it's called Railbirds. Um, I think that's what it's called. And Rail Yard Billiards in Louisville, Kentucky, which we actually just did a WPBA event there. Hi, Jude. I don't have Cash App. That's the one I don't have. I'm sorry. I have PayPal. I do have a Venmo. I don't use it a ton. I could maybe ship you, if you have Venmo, I could maybe put my husband's in there. You could send it to my husband. Uh, but I don't have Cash App. That's the one I don't. I should probably download it though. There's just so many ways, right? You got Zelle, you got Venmo, you got PayPal. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many. All right, so Nick Deleon up 2-1 over Louis Demarco. He just broke. I don't know what he expects to bank if he makes them on the break. He just made 4 balls on the break, y'all. Oh, thanks, Ange. Jude, thanks, bud. Appreciate you. Wow, what is he going to do? He literally just made 4 balls on the break. Got the bank on the 9. It feels like it doesn't have enough pace. Is it going to get there? Oh boy. Oh, it got there. Wow. After he makes and gets up, and if he happens to make all of these balls, which he may, he not only wins the rack, but then he doesn't have to spot up 4 balls, all ducks in a row on the spot. Crazy. Crazy make that many balls. At least he had a decent starting bank. Oh, nice try. All right, so 4 balls are coming up. He's got 1 ball in, 4 balls on. Well, that changes things, doesn't it? Louis like, man, make them on the break, and they're all sitting there. It's like a drill if he could just figure out how to get to it. It looks like he's trying to bank the 1. I don't know if I like that way as much as the straight back to where he was standing, but obviously our camera view can be a little different. All right, looks like he's going for the 3-reeler on the 3. Oh, he lost the rock. Going back to zeros. Now they're back to even. That does change things. Now there is no ball in hand anywhere, but it is ball in hand behind the kitchen, so, or behind the line. So Louis has, basically ball in hand there. Get himself started. Looks like he can straight back this 7 ball. Didn't quite hit it as clean as he'd have liked to. I mean, this three's a decent two-railer. He's got to be mindful not to use the seven, though. If it goes off the seven, it doesn't count. Yeah, tough, tough shot. It's hard to bend that ball off the second reel into the side pocket from there, too. Yay, thanks, Jude. Good looking out. Oh, he caught that six nice and thin, got that cue ball back down table. I'm sure he'd have liked to have gotten the cue ball to really freeze to this bottom short rail, but, you know, he made a good hit. Like, Nick's got work to do. They're sitting at evens. Louis does need to win this rack. Scoreline's 2-1 in favor of Nick Deleon, so Louis, he's got work to do. Nice. You can see Nick, he's rocking, I do think, is that one of Fedor Glor's new apparel? I know Nick he has some pretty cool social media stuff, so you should check him out. He's always posting cool videos and content from all the events he goes to. He doesn't go to all of them, but he's definitely out there. Boy, this didn't get any easier, did it? All right, so he's going to bank the two. He's got to draw the cue and kind of suck it to the end rail, or to the long rail here. Keep it out of the way. No. Overcut it just. And then, of course, with the slow pace, it just kind of widens out on him. None of these balls are in a good position. A bunch of thinning getting ready to happen here, folks. So a lot of let's clip it and get back down to the short rail. We're going to see that for a while, I think. Thanks, Angela. Appreciate that. Boy, Shane was quick, wasn't he? That match was done with a quickness. I don't even think it took 30 minutes. I'm like, what is going on? All right, so I was checking. I know this match is going on. We'll stick it out since they're so close, but I want to also check what's going on for the rest of the afternoon. And I'm going to check the live score as well for my buddy Mark. John Turpin's up 2-0 over Bill Trimble. Come on, Bill, keep fighting. It's a friend of ours. Can Salim is up 2-1 over Gary Norton. Nathan Wallace is up 2-0 over Derek Houston. Mickey Krause is 1-1 with Brian Soderlin. John Mora is down to Brett Hall. Brett Hall's got him 2-0. And I don't see Mark Osmond score anymore, so I'm assuming he just won his third round. Congratulations. He was up 2-0. So I'm assuming he definitely got there. Okay, everybody, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, please don't forget to do so. Um, it's super important that you guys help us out with that. We're just starting and just building, and we got a little ways to go. Obviously, if you're not familiar, my name is Lonnie Fox Raymond. I am the so-called voice of the WPBA, as well as the V&E Hall of Famer. I've been around pool a majority of my life at this point, and I love streaming. I love pool. I'm a total pool nerd. I watch all the streams. I'm always in the chat rooms. And so any and all support is super appreciated. We're going to try to grow this channel. Obviously, my number one priority is with the WPBA at the moment, but it never hurts to have your own space to do some other things other than just WPBA. So we do appreciate the support. Thank you for tuning in. I do try to put the background noise in occasionally just so it's not eerie silence. The only thing that I ask when I put the background noise is if you guys hear any music to please let me know, because I shut it down so I can't hear it in my headset. Or if it gets too loud, like in the last one, the background noise got really loud, Angela sent me a message to let me know. So if by some chance that's the case, please just give me a shout out. I do try to keep the chat link up so I can see it. I might check into it occasionally. All right, so these guys got a little bit more of this back and forth, getting that cue ball to the short rail. Louis got to grind this one out. Just got a Snapchat from my girl, Nicole Keeney. She's headed to Derby, so she'll be getting herself into all kinds of action down there. So, Todd Voice in the chat room. Yeah, so basically it works like this. I got approved as a syndicate streamer for with Digital Pool and Diamond. I'm sure most of it is because of my affiliation with the WPBA, so shout out to them and of course to Diamond and Digital Pool for having a little faith in me and let me syndicate for them. I am in Michigan, so I'm remoting in. So these camera views, they're not mine. They set up cameras over 48 tables, I think, at Derby, and I have the link to access all of those tables. I know this morning there were a few that you couldn't access. They were going to work on that just from conversations with the IT guys from there. And they just let me know that there were some tables that weren't available. But I'm doing it from my basically my office slash dining room as we speak. I hope you enjoy. There's a lot of good matches going to happen today, and you're going to see lots of good pool. They had 476 players signed up for the banks at the Derby City. I posted the link to the brackets and live scoring at the top of the chat. So it's pinned at the top. If you're interested, you can use that link to check it out. That's the best thing I think about Digital Pool is I enjoy that they have a live score section where it's just a bunch of pictures of pool table, like a little pool table image, and it's got who's playing in the match and their current scores. So you can always kind of check out what's going on around the room. in between whatever matches you're watching. All right, they're checking the count. See what Louis needs. All right, so 9 ball. Bottom left-hand corner. Hits it beautiful. Wow. Great shot by Louis. Yeah, Todd, you're gonna love Derby City. It's like, if you haven't been, I mean, I think, it's just such a cool environment. Are you playing in the Derby, Todd? All right, nice touch by Louis. He may have blocked up the 2. I don't know if the 2 will bank past. He may be able to bank the 8. We'll see what Nick decides to do here. I don't know if Louis will play this 2 rails or if he's going to cross over it with some outside spin and throw it back to where he stands. Oh, he's going 4 rails at it. And he's going to drain it. Oh, so close. Oh, Traverse City. Beautiful. I used to go there back in the day, Traverse City, Michigan, for a big event that they would have. I want to say that it was like Layla New Sands or something. That was the name of the casino. And they used to have tournaments there back in the day. I would go like once a year. It was a cool little casino. They had these cool cabins you could run on the side. All right, so he made that ball, but combinations don't count. Caroms don't count. So it's got to go clean. So that ball spots back up. Oh, nice. Real birds. Tell Sherry and Kevin I said hi. I love them. They're great. Nice. Nice bank. Oh no, Louis going to lose the rock. Oh. So he loses that ball and 1. I bet he's real mad right now. Just got to spot him. Brutal. Brutal. So you got to always check that rock. Make sure you know what's happening. All right, so Louis definitely got one there. He's like, phew. Now he's got to wait. There we go. I think that's PS. He's a Labuddhist. I believe that's his name. If I'm right. I think I'm right there. All right, so that two-reeler didn't work out. I think it was just supposed to be a one-reeler, but you know how it works. All right, everybody. Sorry about that. I kind of left you with the background noise simply because I've got some stuff going on at my house. My dog, my husband's getting ready to take off and run some errands, so I had to speak to him. I apologize for that. Trying to stay with the match as best as possible, but there's a lot going on around me. Oh, shoo. Okay, my husband's gone. He's going to run some errands. Makes my house a whole lot quieter. He took the dog with him. I'm super happy about that. All right, back to the match. I don't know what's going on in this rack, but Louis fighting. All right. Oh, trying to see. I'm hoping. Let's go. Let's go. No. He's going to knock this six in, though, so that's going to spot. And that works out real nice for Louis. Works out real good for Demarco. Hi, Jay. Yeah, I played 2 sessions of APA. Literally 2 sessions. Well, Todd, next time we're in another event, please stop back in. My husband will love to train you to run the shot clock again. So make sure you let them know that you're available and you're interested. I'm sure they'll take advantage of that. Wow, he drains it. Great shot by Louis. Yeah, as far as APA, I think I played 1 or 2 sessions in the Southeast Michigan League for Jim Cavender. And I think I won like MVP for like his whole league system. So I got you, bud. It was the only time I think it was for the whole black because I'm a 7 and a 9, right? In 8 ball and 9 ball. And like I was shocked because there's so many good players from our part of Michigan, or just in general. So I was kind of shocked that I won the MVP for all of the black tier. But then I only played that 1 time or 2 sessions, I think, and it was to play with my husband and my mother-in-law and my father-in-law. It was like a family affair. All right, so that ball's going to spot up. I liked APA. I liked the fact that it was a race format, so you would play someone in a race or a ball count situation where like you'd have to get to 75 before they got to like 20 or whatever it was. It definitely gave you some motivation, but I'm not a big league player. It's not my favorite. Used to be. Played all lots and lots of them. Matter of fact, I'm a VNEA Hall of Famer, so I've played in lots of leagues. All right, look at that. How'd he hit that, folks? Score is 2-2. They're going to the hill. Nicholas Deleon versus Louis Demarco. That was good action. That was a good rack. Louis made a couple of stingers. If you guys know Louis or Michelle, I'd love it if you guys could share. Um, if you guys could share the stream to their page, especially for the fact that Louis is now Hill when he was down. So it wouldn't be a terrible thing to share it. Matter of fact, let's do that real quick. I'm going to take my second and do that. All right, took that chance to share the link to Louis' page. I should have probably tagged Michelle in it too. Maybe I can work on that. I'm getting better at the sharing stuff. Hey, Tina Larson, what's happening? Yeah, so Mark ended up winning. Oz did book a winner. I think he's headed into the fourth round. Yeah, so my coffee just tried to choke me. I'm like, this is brutal. Oh, nice try. Maybe overcut it a little bit, or maybe, I mean, he put enough pace on it. And Nick has to be mindful here. He wants to watch that 9. He doesn't want to end up scratching off the 9 if he opts to try to cross over the 1. I might go for the 8 instead of the 1, just simply because of that. Like, I mean, he obviously can put a little draw on it and miss it, but I just never have any luck once I see something like that. Ooh, yeah. All right, I was too busy sharing the stream. I don't know what the ball count is on the Hill game, but they are 2-2 in a race to 3. First one to make 5 banks wins the rack and will win this set and advance forward after heading into round 4. I'm not sure if these guys have if they've already used their rebuys or not. You can always check that out at the link I posted at the top of the chat. I pinned it there for you. That's the viewer. It will take you directly to the tournament information. It has all the players as well as the rounds and who's playing on what table. And if you click on the live scored link at the top of that, it'll take you to all the live scores for this round that are currently being played. There's 476 players that signed up for this event, and we got a long way to go. All All right, what a nice bank by Nick. Thank you to all of you who are just tuning in. Tina Larson said, "Who's up next? Because I have things to do." I'm not really sure who we're going to do next. I have to go back and check the viewer. I'll probably stop and reboot the stream simply because that way in the future, people don't have to search through 6 hours of footage to find a match. I like to start it all over again. I know. I'm sorry. Hi, Randy Kincaid. Thank you for tuning in. Good morning. Hope you've had your coffee. At the moment, we just finished watching the Shane Van Boening match against Rick Jones. He won 3-0. And then I found this match with Nicholas Deleon and Louis Demarco. When we got here, it was 1-1. Then it was 2-1 in Nick Deleon's favor. And Louis tied it up, and now we're watching the Hill Hill Thriller. Yeah, Louis definitely hitting it with some pace. He's not messing around. No way anything's rolling out on him. Wow. Wow, what a great shot. I don't have my replay filter set. Oh, no. Brutal. Man, he hit that ball so good. I'm gonna have to go practice that shot. I wrote it down on my notebook too. That's when you know I like the shot. I'm like, okay, practice that. Not exactly sure what their ball count is at the moment, but I'm sure we'll figure it out shortly. All right, came up a little short there. Crossover into the side. Nice shot. Uh-oh. Don't go in there. It's dark. I'm serious. I think my coffee totally tried to choke me. We're getting it together, folks. Mm. All right, so this is when these situations get tricky, right? Depending on how many balls Louis needs. But where that 4 ball is sitting makes it not the most enjoyable bank ball. Luckily, he has the 8 and the 1 ball sitting out more in the open, hopefully, depending on his ball count. I will tell you that when someone needs 1, it's miraculous how often that bank doesn't work. I've seen it so many times when they just need 1. Wow, good shot. Looks like he might be trying to bank it to the top right corner pocket. I don't know that he can cross over it. And he's got to make it clean, so he can't play off that ball or it doesn't count. Does he hit this? Oh my goodness. What a great effort. That's such a good shot. I've known Louis for a lot of years. Years ago, we were down in Louisville. Um, I want to say it was called the Q Club. Does he make it? No. And he got into an action match with Jerry Slifka, and I watched the two of them draw the cue ball back and stick it in their opponent's hole so many times. It was impressive. Did he just snap that off? He sure did. Ladies and gentlemen, coming from behind, Louis Demarco, advancing into round 4 here at the Derby City Classic. All right, guys, I'm going to check out what's going on in the room. We'll let you guys stay live while I do some figuring out. Maybe we can discuss it before I reboot the stream. So we've got 12:30 matches getting ready to start. They're scheduled. Jeff DeLuna and Riley Atkins. Sam Kirby from Indiana versus Stephen Wilmoth. I'm looking for specific people at the moment, just so you guys know. I apologize. 12:30 match. 12:30. We're going to start at the bottom. I'm looking at the viewer now. What about Josh Filler and Andre Schickling? I'm not so sure if I'm saying that right. Schickling, I think that's Sharivari, the YouTube guy, right? Isn't that him? That'd be a good match. Let's do that. Joshua Filler and Andre Schickling. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right once again, but let's check that out. Table 15. So you guys, I'm gonna reboot the stream and we're going to get things back up and running. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you come back. I love Riley. Maybe I'll put him on my second camera and see if we can't pop into his match occasionally. But once again, thank you guys. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit the little bell icon as well. That way you get notified when we go live. I'm literally just going to completely reboot. That's it, and I'll be right back up. All right, thanks, guys.